Hi, I'm Michael Curry. I'm the costume and character interpreter of Alvin and the Chipmunks live on stage. And I was very intrigued. I'm often intrigued by the animations created by great companies such as Fox and how we could translate those into my form, live theater. And it's always a challenge because computer animation and cartoon and animation caricatures throughout history have always been taking liberties with the animal form or human form, and in this case a hybrid, a very humanized chipmunks were a wonderful challenge for me, and we succeeded very well at conveying a character that I don't think will feel too different than in 2D in the films or the television show from my childhood, but offer the same sort of sensibilities but on stage, and we offer something else by being on stage. You're aware of the three-dimensionality of them, the life of them, the interactivity with it. So what's different about the live experience, and our show is created and directed in this way, it's a very interactive experience with the audience. Both youth and adults enjoy it, and there's a lot of really new and inventive illusions and techniques and effects that will bridge the gap between the real human sitting in the audience, and they'll feel like they're on stage and part of the show. Music does that very well in that it's really, you're not going to be able to not sing along or tap your feet. It's extremely well crafted and high energy musical review with these really great characters who are both funny, they move beautifully, there's great dance sequence, and the thing that I really had a good time doing was Alvin and the Chipmunks always wear sweaters. They always have, and we can play with costuming here. And so we've had a lot of fun in realizing some different looks for them so they get to expand their personalities somewhat. And then, of course, one of the highlights of this show is the introduction of the Chipettes. And to have that fun sort of banter that goes on back and forth, but musically and as well as personality with the Chipettes and the Chipmunks is really fun, and it was really great for us to do. We had a huge challenge in creating the characters, and we knew that we couldn't have a conventional rubber head up there on stage and still be able to convince the audience, especially children, that these are live characters, that they have a personality, they can deliver a story, they have emotion. So we've employed animatronics, a very sophisticated way in which we can move the facial features on the sculptural heads, on the performers. So it's a very wonderful opportunity and challenge for the performers as well, because they have to emulate the very stylized and caricaturized movement of the chipmunk, and then they're helped out by having animatronic eyes, mouth, facial features, the noses move. The animatronic figures have a very wonderful range of expression that happens through these movable animatronic features that is worn and controlled by the human actor. So it's a really new type of entertainment that we're able to do this now. We wouldn't have done this 20 years ago. We simply didn't have the capability, and the show is filled with effects that are very current and state-of-the-art. However, it won't feel like a high-tech show. It feels very warm and personable, and the connection and the charm of these characters was foremost on our mind as we created them. I've created some very successful shows on stage, translating animations. The Lion King on Broadway, Ice Age, the tour we have now is I had to do the characters in a very similar way. I had to unravel the mystery of how I would take computer animation and physicalize it on stage. And so it's exciting, and I think rewarding for children to see something off the screen in real life. It starts bridging that gap. It starts kind of breaking down what we often fear is a lack of reality by looking at something on the screen. While the movies are wonderful, I wouldn't have done this without the greatness of these movies. It was a very, I was honored to be able to ask to do it, but I knew I had to find another level, another way that would be interesting to present them. And so you're seeing the result of that, all that work and invention when you see the Chipmunks live on stage. And I'm very excited to be part of the project. Iconic Entertainment and Fox have been wonderful partners. They really get it. They care about the quality of the experience to the viewer, and they care a great deal about the original source material. And one thing that they've made a commitment to is young audiences. We think it's very important, and this is why I'm drawn to this sort of entertainment. Young audiences deserve the quality of entertainment, the quality of production that we're giving in this show. So please enjoy it, bring the family, bring their parents, bring their grandparents. It's going to be a gas. Thank you.